Biting my nails, running my feet.
The human body really is amazing, and the way that the body adapts to different situations and the way that it changes just by tweaking such minor details really is incredible. By eating a little too much food consistently each day, your body gains a lot of body fat very fast. By running on a more frequent basis, your body learns and adapts to be able to run for a longer period of time. I could give you 1,000 different scenarios where the human body reacts and adapts to different situations, and even though that sometimes what we are doing is so close to being correct, even if we just get it wrong slightly, the outcome is literally worlds apart. The reason I am talking about this is because this video is on rep ranges, and basically, even though that you might think 5 reps is going to get you very close to the same result as 8 reps per set, but the actual end result is once again literally worlds apart. Completing each set of your workout and failing in the correct rep range is going to make a huge impact on what happens to your body as an end result. So what a rep range actually is it is between the minimum and the maximum number of times that you complete the full range of movement for a given exercise per set. So for an example, let's say you were doing squats. You have the bar across your traps, you lower your body down, bending at the knees to just below parallel with your knees, then you push up through your heels to the top position of the movement where you originally started, and that is 1 rep. You repeat again, and that is 2 reps, and so on. So the number of reps you do per set is the amount of times that you complete the full movement of an exercise consecutively until you cannot do that movement anymore because your central nervous system and your muscles have become too fatigued to continue that exercise. When you cannot perform any more reps in a given set due to the muscle being too fatigued, that is called failing. You need to be failing in the correct rep range, not just giving up. You need to push yourself until your muscles are completely exhausted. Training until failure means not being able to do one more single rep. Don't quit the set just because you want to fail in a certain rep range. Push yourself until you cannot do another rep in that rep range. There is a big difference. You must fail in that rep range and not just finish in that rep range. You need to push yourself. Now, how this is relevant in terms of fitness and bodybuilding and powerlifting and you reaching your personal goals is absolutely huge. I have told you before that training styles or training techniques don't really matter too much to the end result because they all work very well and they all contribute to breaking your muscles down and building them back up bigger and stronger. Obviously assuming you are getting adequate amount of rest and recovery and that you are training at 100% intensity. However, I cannot say the same for rep ranges. Failing in the correct rep range is very important when it comes to reaching individual goals because even though you might only be a few reps off failing in the correct rep range, the end result is going to be very different. If you were missing the correct rep range by 4 or 5 reps and you did this for multiple months or even a year, you could be sacrificing literally all of your progress, and I'm going to explain to you how. Now, there are 3 different categories when it comes to failing in a certain rep range. If you are failing at 1 to 7 reps per set, you are training to get stronger. So anywhere from 1 to 7 reps is not actually going to help you build very much muscle. It is not going to make you look any better. All it is basically going to do is make you stronger. So generally, if you are failing in the low rep range of 1 to 7 reps, it places a huge emphasis on muscular strength and neurological improvements. Now, what I mean by that is your body gets physically stronger and learns to activate your muscle fibers more efficiently to let you lift more weight. Each repetition is so close to your body's maximum strength that your body reacts by improving your maximum strength for the next time that you complete that exercise. As I said, the human body is a fascinating concept and it adapts because it always wants to be healthy and doesn't want to be put under that kind of stress. So the reason that you actually get stronger in this rep range is because your body is preparing itself for the next time you do the exercise, and because your body wants that exercise to be a little easier next time, your muscles actually learn to recruit more muscle fibers that therefore makes you stronger. However, we as weightlifters or bodybuilders don't want it to get any easier because then we stop seeing results. We want it to keep getting harder so we can keep progressing. So next time we put even more weight on. Once again, your body will work its magic and will get used to that amount of weight. So next time, you add even more weight on. And that is how you become stronger. By adding more weight to each set or adding more weight to each of your lifts on a weekly basis, it is called progressive overload. And progressive overload is a very effective technique in terms of making progress with your training. So basically at the end of the day, if you are trying to get stronger and you're not actually focusing on seeing muscular development or visual changes in your body, then failing in the 1 to 7 rep range is going to be perfect for you. Strength training does have its place in bodybuilding as it does make you stronger, which means that you can lift heavier weight when failing in the medium rep range, training for muscle hypertrophy, and that is what I'm going to explain to you right now. Failing in the rep range of anywhere from 8 to 15 reps is perfect for creating muscle hypertrophy. When you lift for medium reps, you get some strength gains, but not as much as you would as if you were in the low rep range. Failing anywhere from 8 to 15 reps, your body will respond by increasing in muscular size. Your body isn't placed under so much stress that it needs to repattern itself to fire more muscle fibers faster like it does at low reps. But the body does get stressed in a way that it requires more muscular fibre size and more muscular endurance, so it improves in that aspect. Once again, the human body adapts accordingly to what it needs to do to maintain normal function. Failing anywhere from 8 to 15 reps is the perfect rep range if you're looking to see increase in muscular size and see visual changes within the body. For me personally, I normally do fail in between this rep range because I train to look good. That is my goal. When I say I train to look good, there is a reason behind this. Everything that I do is done for a reason. I'm a professional, I'm a full-time fitness model and online coach. I need to look good in photos as that is my job. I need to maintain a physique other people aspire to because I am a coach. I'm not being arrogant, but basically I am honest, and honestly, I am a walking billboard of what I am capable of. So don't get me wrong, I love being strong, I have so much respect for people pushing crazy amounts of weight, but for me, at the moment, being crazy strong is going to have absolutely no benefit on my life. It is not going to help with my career, it is not going to help with my business, and I'm never going to compete in a powerlifting competition. So for myself, and for you as well, you need to train for your individual goals. Everyone is different, there is no right or wrong. Figure out exactly what you want from your life, or even more so, in this case, your training, and come up with a plan that is going to get you there the fastest. Now my job is to make people look amazing, and if I look like shit, seriously, who is going to come to me for my advice on how to get into shape? It is never going to happen. So anyway, if you are failing in the rep ranges of 1 to 7 reps, you are training for strength and not size. If you are failing in the rep ranges of 8 to 15 reps, you are training for muscle hypertrophy, which is going to result in adding more muscle and seeing visual changes within your body. If you are failing anywhere from 16 to 25 plus reps, you are training for muscular endurance. When you lift for higher reps, which is anywhere from 16 to 25 plus reps, you get very little strength gains, still a little muscle growth, but more so muscular endurance. Each repetition doesn't require as much strength, so your body doesn't need to adapt for that. The weight is a little too light to really focus on increasing muscular size. However, the body does require more muscular endurance because you are asking it to work over and over again due to the high amount of repetitions that you are performing in that set. By increasing your muscular endurance, basically slows the lactic acid build-up in the muscle group that you are training and allows you to perform more repetitions more regularly before your muscles give up. Now once again, training for muscular endurance also does play its part in the bodybuilding world. I train really high reps, sometimes at the end of my workouts when I'm absolutely wrecked. It is a very effective way to train past failure. High reps are good when you can hardly lift a single weight at the end of your workout, which should be pretty much every single workout. Doing high reps at the end of your workout is crazy. It's painful, but it is an amazing feeling at the same time. You pick up a really light weight and you just rep it out until your muscles literally feel like they are on fire. Sometimes you won't be able to lift a weight where you would normally fail in the rep range of 8 to 15 reps, so you need to go really light and pump out the reps to maximise the amount of tears that you create in that muscle for the given workout. I find high reps are a very good way to finish a workout or do at the end of a drop set or a superset. So I'm just going to recap for you one more time. Failing in the rep range of 1 to 7 reps is going to increase your strength and maybe add a very small amount of size. Failing in the rep range of 8 to 15 reps is going to create muscle hypertrophy. which is slightly going to increase your strength, slightly increase your muscular endurance, but more so focus on increasing your actual size of the muscles. Failing in the rep range of 16 to 25 plus reps is training for muscular endurance, so you may add a little bit of size, but more so increase the amount of times that the muscle can move that weight comfortably. Now, each rep range does play its part in the bodybuilding, fitness, powerlifting world, so again, there is no right or wrong. It just comes down to what your personal goals are. There is no right or wrong if you know what your goals are and you are failing in the right rep range, but as a general consensus, each rep range is correct based on your training goals. Now, just before I finish up, I want to explain another really effective training tip that you can use to mix up your training and stop your body getting used to the same thing. Now, let's assume your goal is to visually have your version of the perfect physique. Everyone's version of perfect is different, but I'm assuming that most of you watching my videos want to get into the best shape of your life because that is what I do. I'm a body composition expert, so let's just assume that. If your goal was to look good, have nicely shaped, full muscles with your idea of perfect size and perfect symmetry, then failing in the rep range of 8 to 15 reps is going to be perfect for you, and that is definitely what I would recommend. However, if this is what you are doing for year after year, there would eventually come a time where I would recommend mixing it up and changing your training style. I want you to think of it like this. Let's say you were bench pressing 100 kilograms for 12 reps and you have been stuck on this weight for a matter of months and can't seem to get any stronger than 12 reps of 100 kilos. You can always be putting on size even if you aren't getting stronger, because you can do it through food and by using different training variations. But just for an example, let's say that you were maxed out on that weight and you couldn't get past it. You weren't getting any stronger whatsoever. If you wanted to get past this because you wanted to be a little bit stronger, then what you would do is go on a strength training program for 2 or 3 months. So instead of failing in between 8 to 15 reps, you would start failing in the rep range of 1 to 7 reps. You might be able to bench press, let's say 120 kilos for 5 reps. Then after 2, 3 or 4 months, you have progressed into bench pressing 150 kilos for 5 reps. Now, because you have progressed in strength, when you go back to training in the medium rep range for muscle hypertrophy after your strength training period, I guarantee you that the very first time that you put 100 kilos back on the bar, you will smash out at least 15 to 20 reps instead of 12, because you went through that strength training period. So what you can do is mix up your training style, because each component or each rep range definitely has its benefits, and at the end of the day, mixing up and going through all of them is going to help and contribute to the end result and get you closer to your end goal. Now, I say it in every single video I do, because once again, it is correct. There is no right or wrong. Everything that you are doing, every workout you do in the gym is going to be taking you a lot closer to your goals. Every minute spent in the gym is beneficial. Every healthy meal that you consume is beneficial. Every single minute of cardio that you do is beneficial. All your training is going to be beneficial regardless of what you are doing. Yes, there are rep ranges and processes and techniques that better work than others for certain training goals, but at the end of the day, as long as you are there giving it literally everything you have at 100% intensity, you are going to come out a better version of what you were when you walked in. I want to be getting better with my training, I want to be getting better with my relationships, I want to be getting better with my business, I want to be getting better with my career. If you keep getting better in every aspect of your life that is important to you, every single day of your life, can you imagine where you are going to be in 5 or 10 years' time? I'm telling you now that it is going to be in a much better position than where you are now, which I personally find really exciting. Progression is a very powerful concept, and progressing all the time will make you very happy. Yes, rep ranges do matter in terms of what your training goals are, but by incorporating all of them regularly and mixing it up all the time, it is just going to help improve on the overall goal. As long as you are there putting in the hard work, in the gym as often as you can, eating as well as you can all the time, you will be making very, very good progress very fast.